with the Alan Waters Lifetime Achievement Award. For the Canadian Broadcast Industry Hall of Fame. Now, we have a packed program, so I've been asked to take out the sappy platitudes. And besides, John, you're still among us. You're walking the earth. In fact, there you are, right there with your family. Your lovely wife, Ala, son, James, daughter, Samantha. You're looking good, John. John Donabie certainly moved around in his career, changing stations maybe 47 times. Oh, wait a minute. Many times in 47 years. It was never 47 times, John. I regret. I mean, maybe it was because you were in demand, or maybe it was your Old Spice cologne. Far more often than not, it was John's decision to make those changes. But if not, the competition called him up and were only too happy to have him on their radio station. Today, those stations are all struggling financially. I guess I mixed up my notes. Chum FM and Q107 kept asking him back to work for them because John's knowledge, love, and passion for music, so many kinds of music, always made it a seamless fit. At CFRB, he had to master the talk format. He did, and he stayed for 15 years. Now, I hate to crunch on the overused phrase that you can do it all, but there's no other way to say it. John is the consummate radio DJ. He is to radio what a player like the late Doc Riley was to the music business. Show him, yes sir, show him a lead sheet and he will turn it into sweet music. And John did that, and he touched a lot of radio listeners in the process. Along the way, John would interview the biggest names in the music business. From the Beach Boys to the band, a long list of iconic artists who found a rare comfort level with John. I got to work with John, first at FH and then, of course, at Chum FM. I came to appreciate his huge talent, an amazing gift for interviewing big stars. They liked John's relaxed style, and they knew he had always done his homework. There was much mutual respect, and they would open up and let their secrets out. John's career spanned over 4 decades and 11 different formats in Toronto alone. But John is known not just because of what he did on the air, but because he was out in the community, giving back. Of the many awards and recognition John has received over the years, one that summarizes it best is the famous People Players Theatre Award for being the voice of passion of the city of Toronto. Passion. What better word to exemplify what John brings to his career, to his family, to his many friendships, and to his life. And now, John Donabie, here's what your friends have to say to you and about you after 47 years of broadcasting music. Roll up.
Hang on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. This is John Donabie. Los Angeles, you're on the air. Who's calling?
John, how are you?
Very well, thank you. And he said, you know what? I'm going to come up and do that little John Donabie program.
Hey, John, it's Larry King. How are you?
I can't tell you how wonderful it is after all this time to see you, my friend.
It's just out of his teens. He'd come from Oshawa to Toronto, and he transformed from a nervous young amateur into, I think, one of Canada's best disc jockeys.
We used to say, we're all playing the same records from the same box. It's what's in between the records that differentiates one station from another.
A real broadcaster. Not just an announcer, a broadcaster. A radio person. John had a way of making even the biggest stars comfortable in his presence.
When you leave with his studio, it's like sitting in the front row. It makes you feel at ease, makes you feel like you're the most important person in the world.
Mel Brooks. Mr. Brooks, a pleasure to meet you, sir.
John Donabie, almost a pleasure to meet you, sir.
John is probably one of the best interviewers, if not the best interviewer in the country.
Do you feel, John, that you're bothered as much on the streets as John Lennon's solo performer as opposed to the days of the Beatles?
Never like it. It'll never be the same again. I've wanted enough. Thank you very much.
I performed in this club. I was like 22 and I got the worst review of my life. And I'll always remember Doug. He got on the air and defended me. I know this is a business where everybody says everybody's their best friend, but I have loved you since 1975.
Danny, thank you.
Thank you, John.
He really pioneered how we listen to radio and brought the audience to the radio. And I think that it was that he loved what he was doing, and that's hard to disguise.
John is probably the most versatile radio person on the planet. He can do almost any format, and has.
John has a habit of not exactly doing what we agree should be done on the radio, but the listeners will love it.
Knew how to have a cadence in his rhythm of words, knew when to take a beat, knew when to basically dance around.
You can't miss that voice. When he speaks, you know that's John Donabie.
Big man, big music. Dan Aykroyd is on the line now. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, John. Wow, what an intro, man. You should come on the road as one of our MCs.
The voice and the knowledge. He's very humble. I know some people will find it hard to believe.
My dad's success in broadcasting definitely comes from just his love of doing what he does and wanting to share that love of music with other people.
He has done so many interviews that his expertise is, unmatched.
He really got into the human being of the performer and talked with such depth and such knowledge and such warmth. And of course, he had that. It has that amazing radio voice.
Michael Bublé, good to see you.
Good to see you, and it's not a little program, it's a huge program, and I'm thrilled to be here.
Congratulations, John.
Young Chimpiches Hungarians from John, you are my favorite joke.
All the kind of things that my father admired in someone.
John, absolutely congratulations to you on this Hall of Fame Awards.
You deserve this.
Congratulations on that. It's been an incredible 50 years. I'm so pleased that you've been recognized. Congratulations.
Way to go, John.